Hello, this is Coffee Break with Ninita, a daily guide of coping skills that gets us through by making us strong. We often feel that the most important factor for a relationship to grow strong and last is the couple to be compatible. Even though this is true, it is not necessary all the way. What causes the relationships to fall apart is when the couple, the partners, stop being attentive to one another. In the beginning of the relationship, because it is new and because we want to know about each other, we tend naturally to be very attentive to one another. We listen carefully to what we hear the other person say. That attentiveness has the power to energize the relationship, strengthen it, and make it overcome difficulties. But what is attentiveness? Attentiveness is when we are able to push aside our differences of opinions on the subject that is present and focus and concentrate on what our partner is talking about. When we are able to focus on what our partner is talking about without letting the differences choke us, what we actually do is we give no room for frustrations that result from differences to overflow. We still know that we have differences, but when we express determination not to defend our differences, but instead to listen to what the other person is saying, we are able to see beyond the words, beyond the differences. We are able to see our loved one. And when we are able to see the person behind their belief system or their points of view, we are able to control frustrations from developing. And by frustrations, I mean that kind of feeling of having to argue, having to attack, having to correct what the other person is saying. Of course, we're going to have differences. Even if people have exactly the same experiences, like siblings growing in the same family, we still see differences developing. So, how is it possible that this kind of differences will not exist among partners in a relationship, among parents and children, children and parents, siblings, etc.? attentiveness is steering and shifting, controlling where the conversation, any conversation that will develop, can go, and shifting change our attitude anytime we sense that the words become triggers. When we are able to continue staying focused on the person who speaks to us, whether it is our spouse, our child, our parent, our friend, when we are able to focus on that person rather than the words spoken by that person, we are anchored and we feel less troubled with the differences of opinions. Remember, the difference of opinions come from the environment that is filled with experiences and memories that we have grown in and existed and lived in. So this shapes how we think, what we say, how we feel. And frequently, this becomes conflictive with our partners. And being attentive means recognizing the conflict, but not being reactive. Instead, taking the path of approach that focuses more on who is the person talking to us than what is that this person is telling us. That's how attentiveness helps relationships get stronger by overcoming obvious differences of opinions without overcoming the relationship itself.
We thank you for listening to Coffee Break with Ninita. Our goal is to help our StayWHOLE community work through their challenges. Please join this cause by supporting us on Patreon. You can do that for the price of just 1 cup of coffee per month. Just click on the Patreon link in the podcast description below, or simply visit us at www.patreon.com/StayWHOLE. We appreciate you and hope we can help you stay whole.